Here with John Borshoff at the 2018 Sprott Symposium, Natural Resources. John, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
It's been a year.
Yes.
That went fast.
It certainly did.
Seems like just not long ago. You were sitting here, I was sitting over there. We were talking about Deep Yellow.
Yeah.
Give us an update. It's been a year. What's happened with Deep Yellow?
Well, what I can say is that what I undertook to do in terms of setting up the company, looking at the potential of these projects that we inherited from the previous management, where they had spent tens and tens of millions of dollars and found lots of clues, but they didn't find the forest. And so we have identified a hugely extensive paleo channel which brings in fertile uranium waters, and the Langer Heinrich operation in Namibia is one of those. That's a type of deposit. This year, with 2 drilling campaigns, we have doubled the resource on one of our projects from 31 million to 63 million, and we're probably going to get to 100 to 150 million. And we're very confident that we've got a basis of a new mining operation there when the price turns. The good thing is we've actually developed, I've got my team that built a Langer Heinrich, that we can build it. So there's no issue here about, we've now got it, who do we sell it to? We are an owner-operator management group that's proven and people trust us. So we have delivered on that in spades. Our joint venture with the Japanese, where they're spending 1.4 million, they're still continuing to contribute, and they're 100% funding our adjacent project, and we're discovering some fertile channels there, and we believe we'll have a good result will come out of the next campaigns. We've just announced a increase in our resources, and we will, in the next 6 months, we'll announce another increase to those resources. So that's going well. The sort of cornerstone of our sort of identified project in a jurisdiction that's very favourable for uranium development and supporting mining. But the big thing for us is, and what differentiates us totally from everybody else, is that sort of dual strategy, and one of growing the company with multiple projects diversified across the world, an independent platform that I believe we can take to the next phase, and that's the missing factor post-Fukushima.
Right, so for people who maybe didn't see our last interview, can you expand on the platform, expand on what the long-run vision is?
So the vision, when I approached Rick last 18 months ago, and said, look, would you support me in a play which was very similar to when I started Paladin, which had that 89,000% increase in value, and so what I need is I need a continued low uranium price. I need the general uranium players to be desperate, and I'm a pirate, I'm a plunderer. And I know I have a vision for what I think the world needs as the next multi sort of project company. I try to make a mini Cameco from Paladin. That was proved to be correct. Now I don't think Paladin will get up off the ground in terms of returning to that stage. And I think with my management I'll create this platform which will be very, very valuable. So with the rising tide of price, all ships rise the same. But I'm hoping that I'll create something that leverage will give us spectacular rise above that because of what we've created and that sort of production optionality that we'll have in our pipeline that I want to develop, and some of the ideas that I'm hoping will be expressed in terms of achievement in the next 6 months. We'll see what's going on.
We talk about an independent platform. We're talking specifically independent from?
Independent from utilities, not government involved, not having a Chinese sort of influence in it, and in that way it's a group that if the French or a Middle East company or the Russians want to come in, they can come into and be associated as a JV, as a clean sort of company that we have operatorship of, the mining operations that we're running.
Wonderful. Just a side note, you know, your experience from Paladin, you realize that you're one of the guys in our industry that can hang with these cryptocurrency people. Heard you were talking to Tika Tarari over there, sharing war stories.
It's something that I realize the value of knowledge, and Tico knows so much about it that he can take your hand and safely guide you through something that is new and different. I hope in uranium, and I can do the same to investors that come through to me, and so I'm very confident about the future.
Oh, wonderful. John, great to have you here again. Thank you for joining us again.
Good.
John
I really
Borshoff.
appreciate that.